Hey you guys, now we're gonna be doing the Harry Potter planter pot. So you should have two parts here, the bottom and then your pot. And then what you guys should have for paintbrushes, what we're gonna need for this one is the large brush, the round brush right there, and the tiny baby brush. So as long as you guys have those ones, you're ready to get started. You'll also wanna have some water, of course, and a napkin nearby. And then our paints, of course, we have on our palette are our black, I'll hold it up for you guys, black, white, yellow, red, and a dark brown. So what we're gonna start with is we're gonna start by making his skin tone for the Harry Potter pot. So that's gonna be a big, huge scoop of white with your big brush. You wanna use your big brush to start off with here. So big, huge scoop of white, and then you're gonna do a little bit of yellow, just barely touch your bristles into the yellow, and just a tiny bit of red as well, not a lot. We're gonna mix this together. It's gonna be a lot more of the yellow and a lot of white. So if you need to continue to mix some white in, that's just fine. Some more there. All right. And the color we're going for is just kind of a flesh tone. I'm gonna hold this one up here for you guys. It's just a flesh tone, pretty simple. Just some yellow, big, big scoops of white, little bit of yellow, and a little tiny bit of red. We don't want a whole lot of red because it'll get too pink on us. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go around the bottom layer, the bottom half below this rim. You're gonna do this whole area with this color, and you're gonna go all the way around the whole pot. And you can just do simple, smooth strokes, as smooth as you can go. If you feel like you can't get it very smooth, you can always add a little bit of water to your paint. We're just gonna go all the way around the pot with this. I'm gonna do the bottom edge as well, make sure it coats that. Just want to make sure you're using really nice smooth strokes because that's what's going to help make sure that this is nice and coated evenly. And it's okay if you go a little bit over the top, no problem. We'll be kind of going over that part anyway for the hair, so don't worry about it. So you're going to go ahead and finish that up. Should be just a couple rounds. If you feel like you want to do another layer, you can let that one dry and go back over it, but otherwise just one will be just fine. We'll get that done. Takes a little bit here, but we'll get around there. Perfect. All right. Like I said, you just want to make sure you get around that bottom edge and get it cleaned up. Doesn't have to be perfect on the bottom because we don't see that part a whole lot, but you just want to make sure it's nice and smooth. Nothing too uneven. I've got a couple spots that are drying a little uneven, so I'm just going to hit those again and smooth it out. And then we're gonna have, that's our base color for his face. And then we'll come back in just a second. For our next step, once you finish that part, there you go. You can set that back down. You don't wanna maybe set it on the bottom, so just set it back down on your table. And then our next step is going to be the hair. And so we're gonna go ahead and put that large brush aside for a second. And then I'll let you guys go and we'll come back for our next video to do the hair.